Hello, this is Nina, and I'm here to do the December 2022 energy update. So if that's something that interests you, then stick around. Okay, so we're going to connect. I'm going to do it live today, and I'm going to try and sink down a little bit further than I normally do, so that I get to speak directly from my higher self, and that I get connection with whomever wants to come in. So I wanted to do it a little bit different today, just to change it up a bit, and also to kind of maybe change the energies, because I've been feeling like there's some sort of heightened energy going on, very high frequent energy. And so I want to make sure that I am in connection with the highest possible frequency regarding December, because I do feel like there's something important and significant happening. So that's kind of why I'm doing it this way today. So, by the way, thank you so much for those of you who participated in the live last Sunday. It was really beautiful. I had a great time, and I hope that you appreciated it as well. Of course, the replay is available. I answered a lot of different questions there, so it might be helpful for everybody. So find that on my page under direct or live broadcasts. You'll find it there. Anyway, so I'm just going to sink down for a little bit here. I have been meditating before today, but I just want to make sure that I reconnect properly. So just give me a minute. And you can, of course, use that time as well for you to really sink down and connect and feel if we can connect on an energetic level today. Okay? Okay. So what can I say? We are present. When you connect from your higher self directly, it's a feeling of oneness, and we speak as one, kind of. That's my dog snoring in the background, by the way. Okay, so the energy that I am feeling that they want to talk about today is the oneness and what you would call the Christ consciousness. You don't have to be a Christian to believe this, and you don't have to even believe in Joshua or Jesus or anything. It's about the consciousness. It's about the same consciousness as the God source energy, if you will. And that is very present right now, and that is what I'm feeling a part of right now, and that is why my my physical form is reacting with slowing down and being very tired. Because when that energy comes in, it's so soothing, relaxing, and it makes your body very heavy. And that's what the physical form is feeling right now. But we want to talk about the oneness. We're coming up to the end of December, where many people on the planet is celebrating the birthday of Jeshua. And it's not that itself is significant. What is significant is the teachings behind the personality of Jeshua, which was just a human being that had woken up to a degree where he understood who he was. He understood that he was one with the God Source energy, and he understood that what he was capable of as a light being. And that is what we are encouraging you to celebrate. We call it the Christ consciousness, or you call it the Christ consciousness. For us, it's just our consciousness. We want to encourage you to seek out that oneness and that consciousness. Especially in these times when we are in the celebration time and remembrance of that person who was that awoke. On some parts of the planet now it's very light because it's summer, and there is a light right there. On the other side of the planet it's dark, it's winter time, but you also use this time to put lights out. We have lights outside the buildings, inside the buildings, in windows, everywhere. We are celebrating light. So we are kind of in a time now where the light is celebrated. And with that, the connection with the God Source energy and what you call the Christ consciousness and the oneness. If you are interested in awakening your human, if your human is open for the awakening, then this is a very good time and kind of a portal into that oneness and that consciousness. This is a good time to let your human have more time to meditate and to be in stillness and in nature, to connect with this oneness that is us. I'm now, of course, speaking to the light being in you, and not so much the human. But of course the human is listening, and the human is hopefully opening up to what I'm saying and opening up to be willing to awaken more and to spend more time in stillness and meditation and nature, so that more parts of the light being can enter the physical form, and for the human also to feel more in connection with their true consciousness and with the energy of everything. The energy of your light being, now I'm talking to the human part, the energy of the light being are very high frequent energy, and it can feel frightening. It can feel like a pressure that's coming from the outside. It can feel like your body is being pushed and dragged and pulled in all sorts of directions. It can disturb the lower frequent energies, which is fear, anger, hatred, within the physical form or trauma that has not been resolved. And that is why many people are scared of this energy, because when high frequent energy meets the lower frequent energy, the low frequent energy gets disturbed because it vibrates slow, and the high frequent energy vibrates very quickly, and so it will move the low frequent energy, and the low frequent energy has to go somewhere, and it goes up and it comes to the surface of the emotional nervous system to be felt. And that is scary, because it can be things that hurt. The human feels like it hurts, and so they will try to escape it, and the ego will try to protect you from it. And that's why many people are having trouble with the awakening process, because it's hurtful for them. The thing is that your consciousness is not actually of the human. Your awareness and your consciousness is part of the light being. And the light being is what gives the human life. If the human didn't have the light within them, they wouldn't be alive. Because the light being is the spark of the life force. So there has to be light in order for the human to exist. So in remembering that, or understanding or learning that, it might be easier for the human part and the ego part as well to accept more of this light, and to trust that this light is not out to hurt you, it's here to help. And then we merge more of the light being into the human, so we can live more in a symbiotic effect, I believe it's called. In symbiosis, where we are in a dance, the human and the light being together. Okay. So when it comes to the month of December, we have been talking about things being lighter. It's because of the energy shift, but it's also because you are awakening more, and that you are courageous enough to work on allowing these traumas or lower frequent energies to come up, to be felt through and loved and released when it's ready to be released. And the more you can do that, the lighter the energy will become. the more high frequent energy. And in the high frequent energy lives love and joy. So allowing more of that light into you, even though it might be hurtful for a period of time, will on the other end of the hurt release and lift you and put you into the energy of love and joy. And that is very much what's going on. The planets around your solar system are also moving in a system in symbiosis with each other, the magnets that they are, the energies that they are, and they are coming out of what you call retrograde now, which does something about the energies around your planet. Some of you might be feeling those energies. Some of you might be feeling the new 5D grid. Some of you might be feeling more of the energies of others, of other entities on the planet. You might also be becoming more sensitive in general, more sensitive to energies, more sensitive to radiation, more sensitive to cell towers, to Wi-Fi systems, to your mobile system phones, to screens in any way, shape or form. They have an energy about them that can feel quite strong and might put your energy field in imbalance. That is why we encourage to log off and to spend less time in that energy. But it's not only the radiation that comes from these devices, but it's also what you look upon through those devices. A lot of it is news or shows that has to do with fear or rage or hatred. Some might feel bullied when it comes to the social media. Some might be upset about stories they read. And part of your energy gets dragged into that. And then you also feed that energy with more energy and it grows. So it's not going to harm you as a light being. You as a light being cannot be harmed. But it might hurt your human. Your human might feel it. If it rattles up old wounds in the emotional system, then that's okay. Because then that means there's still something there that needs to be looked at. That needs to be felt. That needs to be loved. But your ego might make things up when it sees things like that on the news or social media. So the more you can log off from that and put your energy into joy and love instead, the easier your journey will become. Now about the oneness. We are all beams emanating from the same source. We were all just part of one source to begin with. Source decided to experience and sent beams out everywhere. We are just one of those beams, one of those light beams, light beings. And we are all connected. And that is the oneness, the all that is, the source. We encourage you to try and feel that oneness, remembering that you are that beam emanating from the one source, and feeling the energy that you are, feeling the connection with others. It's very easy to start with feeling the connection with nature. Put your hand on a tree, on the ground, on a rock, on an animal, feeling the energy that are connected between you. And then moving on to the energy between people. Feeling the light being in the other. Feeling the connection. And remembering that all light beings are love. And remembering that the light being in the other one is also love. Even though maybe the person is not. Yeah. So we are encouraging you now to remember the oneness and the Christ consciousness that is so much wanting to be part of your life, to come into your physical form, to help you, to lift you, to love you. And you as a light being is here because you chose to come here and experience what it's like to be a human. Experience this planet, this nature, these animals, each other. Feeling into different situations, different experiences, different vibrations, frequency. We understand that we're rattling something in this human's throat, so we will end this now and let her speak. It's very hard for me to get back into my humanness after being so deep, because it kind of pulls me back because it's so heavy. My body gets so heavy, but it's also nice to be there, you know. Or you just float in that oneness. Okay. Now I just wanted to show you what that kind of looks like when you are really deep into your light being, your higher self. Yeah. It's really difficult to come back. Oh, okay, but I have to try. Okay, so they said some stuff about December. And as I've been telling you, it's been a feeling of things getting lighter and things getting more calm. And of course their invitation now was to really own that calmness and really get into that calmness and that oneness. And use this December month to do so. So I don't want to add too much to that. They know best. My ego does not know best. So, and I'm a little bit out of it right now. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for December. Might come some new information come mid-December. But that's the invitation we have so far. That's the energy that we are currently in or potentially can move into. So I think that's beautiful. So I hope that gave you something, and that it was interesting for you to watch how it is to really get deep into the higher self. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I need to relax now. Okay, so I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are. Till the next time I see you.